Hello and welcome back to the fourth video in the onboarding series for gold and silver customers for workshop software. In this particular video, what we're going to cover is one of the most popular features of workshop software, which is the automated service reminders. Now, the automated service reminders are predicated on a few different things, right? The first of them is the labor items that are chosen. The second is the vehicle record, and the third is the setting up of the reminders and the booking reminders as well. So we're going based on that, we're going to dive right in, for example, to the labor items. So if we come into the product set for the moment, and we come down and look at the two types of labor that we have. One is classified as repair, and the other one is classified as service. If I open up the repair, this is what it's going to look like. Classified as repair, the description which goes on the customer invoice is the word labor. It reports to the management reporting group, which is called repair, as opposed to service or sublets or transmission or anything else. And it is classified as not being a service. It sells for $110 per hour, right, inclusive of GST. Now, if I open up the service labor item, just a moment, we come in here. It's going to be very, very similar to repair, except with one marginal difference, which is that it is classified as a service. So when this is used on an invoice, right, the description will be the same, the price will be the same. It reports back to a management reporting group called service, right? But it will trigger a service reminder for the customer. Now, in order to get a much clearer understanding of that, what we're going to do is we're going to save that particular record. And we're going to go into the vehicle belonging to Mr. Aaron Hall. So if I come in here, go to Aaron Hall for a moment. Okay, and I come down to his vehicle. We're going to look at his Mazda. And in his Mazda record, we can see that the last time the vehicle was into the workshop was on the 14th of February, 2021. All right. The last time the vehicle had a service was also on the 14th of February. And because the service interval is 6 months, right, the next service date is going to be the 14th of August. So to make this a little bit more clear, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this information for the moment. All right, and describe it in this way. If Aaron Hall brought his vehicle into our workshop today and we prepared an invoice for him, then the system would automatically, and the word to follow here is automatic, the system will automatically come into the vehicle record for Aaron Hall, which is this one, and it's going to say the last time that he was in was on the 24th of May, 2021. If we used repair labor on his invoice, in other words, we were just fixing, I have no idea, a muffler, bit of brake work, perhaps fixing some headlights or some electrical system, right, then nothing would happen in this field and nothing would happen in this field. However, if we use service labor on the invoice, then automatically the system is going to come in here and go, the last time the vehicle had a service was on the 24th of May. And because the service interval is 6 months, the system will also then automatically come in here and go that the next time the vehicle needs a service is 6 months later, which is the 24th of November. And depending on how we have set up our reminder system, 14 days before the 24th of November, Aaron Hall should either get a text message or an email, right, stating that his vehicle with the registration YUI 841 is due for a service on the 24th of November, and he should give us a call at this number to schedule his booking. So that is how the basis of the reminder system works. Now, I'm going to save that information there. And we're going to go under the company settings into the reminder system. And here we are. So the first thing you need to do is to turn your reminder system on. When we do that, the next thing you are prompted to do is to put in the number of days before a renewal or a service in which to send reminders. We believe that best practice is 14 days. 14 days is not too long that the customer will forget that he's made a booking with you, and yet it is long enough so that he will probably not have scheduled out 2 weeks in advance in his life. So therefore he can turn around and go, yes, I can schedule around that. And 14 days tends to be probably a pretty good time for that. The next thing that we would need to do is to come in and turn on the default service message. So we'll turn that on there. All right. Now we choose the email message for the customer. And if I come in here and go to add templates, right? In the last video, we covered off the setup of emails and text messages for service items such as reminders. So if we turn around and click on that one and we select that message, there we have the email which will go out to the customer. So we'll take his name, Aaron Hall. It will take the registration number, YUI841, and the next service date, which was the 24th of November, 2021. It will automatically populate this email, and then all that Aaron Hall needs to do, if he accepts the invite, is to call you on this number, and this will be where he would actually, well, that's it. So he would call you on that number to schedule a booking. Right. The same thing applies for the SMSs. So you need to set up the template. Once that's been done, you come in, you choose the template itself, and you go, there it is. Right. And it goes, hello, your vehicle with the registration number, and we'll put that in there. And the next service date, please call us at this number to schedule your booking. Right, Smart's Garage. So one of these two options would be the option by which he would get contacted by you automatically. So it's no longer a matter of trawling through your service records to find out which customers need services in the upcoming period. Right, and you'll be able to see that on your dashboard in Workshop software as well. And you can also run reports which will show you which services are due for the upcoming month. So the next thing that we do after that is that was an invitation for the customer to engage with you. So you've gotten back in touch with him, you've done your due diligence, you're telling him that he needs to have a service done on his vehicle, or you're inviting him to give you a call. All right. Let's say that the customer has done that and they have created a booking. The next thing that we do is we believe that the customer needs to be reminded probably 2 days before the booking. We think is probably the best time. To just remind them that their vehicle is booked in and that you've made a booking for them. Now, I'm going to bold these things, largely because in this day and age, with people's very busy schedules, they quite often don't necessarily always read everything that you send them. So at least if when we send them a message, we bold the things where we can, hopefully they will actually pay a little bit of attention to that. So in this particular instance, I'm just going to come in here and put in my telephone number. So I go there, copy that, for example. Okay, come down to the service message and paste that in there. All right, there we have it. And in here, again, I'm going to do the same thing for my SMS message. I'm going to go 02-8511-4743. All right, and in there, I can copy this. That'd be Smart's Garage. There we have it. All right. There's the booking date. There is that's the booking date. And there's the number in case he needs to reschedule the appointment. And that would be the message he would get 2 days before the booking. All right. Because anything can happen in this day and age, right? Kid got sick, right? He needs to take the dog to the vet, right? What the most important word in the messages is this word right here, reschedule. You always want to give the customer an opportunity to reschedule it, as opposed to just walking away from the business because they couldn't make it for that particular day, right? So this is just a nice little customer engagement exercise where you give them the opportunity to reschedule the booking if they need to. All right. So that is a very brief video of how to work with the service reminder system in Workshop software. Again, please remember it is completely automated. As long as you fill in your templates and everything is correct, then this will generate quite a lot more business for your workshop. And it'll do it all without you having to sit there and spend a lot of time trying to make sure that it all gets done correctly. All right, I will save those booking reminders like that. Okay. In areas where you do have the ability to do registration renewals and or WAF certificates, for example, in New Zealand, all right, then you can also turn this part of the system on. And again, what you would do is you would pick up the registration number of a vehicle, the renewal date for the registration or their WAF, and also the customer full name. So we would recommend that you just simply copy this information here, right? Copy that, paste it into this message here, and just change over the service date, all right, to renew day. And that enables you to send out a message to the customer automatically again, all right, when their vehicle is due for a registration renewal. All right, there we go. And again, what we do is we highlight things we want people to pay attention to. Go in there. There we have that. And also there. Okay. The same thing would apply for this message. We would simply copy that, paste it in here. All right. Now, the thing to remember is that this is not a regular service. This is a registration renewal. So what we need to do is to come in here. Be very good if I could spell registration. Right, on this date, there we go. For your inspection, it's not going to be a service. These are small details, but these details will make a lot of difference to your customers when they actually read the documentation which they receive from you. All right, so you're going to do the same thing here. All right, is due for a rego renewal. And there you have it on renew day. And there you are, right? We save that. And the same thing applies for the booking reminder. If the customer has made a booking for their registration renewal to bring their vehicle in, then they will also get a booking reminder message for them as well. So this is completely based on the bookings which you've set up in the system. And these are the invitations for the customers to make a booking for you, with you. Right, so we save all of that. We, again, need to see the green bar across the top of the page. That shows you that everything is correct. And please don't also forget that if you are using SMS messages, you need to go into your company profile and ensure that you have SMSs available. Otherwise, you will receive an error message up at the top saying that there are insufficient text messages to send your customers reminders. All right. Thank you for watching that. Now, last thing we're going to do is we're going to come into the business reports for a moment. And if we come into the workshop reports, all right, there are reports where you can come in here. You can run a bookings report, which is based on the response for customers having made bookings with the workshop. And in here, you also can run a registration renewal report, which should show you all of the vehicles which are coming up for renewal in a specific period. And the same thing goes for the service due report. It's going to be exactly the same thing. You simply come in here, and you go from the 1st of the 5th, for example, to the 24th of the 5th. And this would tell you if there were any services due for that period of time. All right. And you can also double check to make sure whether or not your SMS messages and your email messages have come out and gone to the customers. So if I run this report, I may or may not get information. No, unfortunately, I don't have any information at the moment. Come in here, close that. The other report which you can run is if we come into the log reports, you can run an email report, and the email report will tell you whether or not you sent out any emails in a given period, and that would include automatic emails which would have gone out of the system. Again, there's nothing in here at the moment, but the same thing would apply for the SMS reports as well. All right, thank you very much. That covers off the service reminder, a very, very powerful feature of workshop software, and one which is one of the primary reasons why a lot of people start to use the software, because of the automated elements of that, or the automated nature of that particular feature. It's like having another pair of hands that you don't necessarily need to pay at the end of the week. All right, and it will actually help you generate a lot more revenue for the business. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please stay tuned for our next video. Always remember that in the help guides and resources, you can find out any information you want. So if I come in here and go booking reminders, for example, There should be articles, how to set up automatic reminders, get started using guide. These are all articles which are directly related to this. And if I come in here, type in service reminders, we may find another article. Right, how to set up those, right? How to update a vehicle's next service due date, how to set up the automatic reminders, which I've just shown you, and any other articles that are related to the automated reminder system. All right. At the end of this video, you will get another very short survey, which is just clarifying exactly what you've picked up out of this particular video. And it helps us to understand your understanding of workshop software and how well you're coming along with it. So once again, thank you very, very much for watching the video, and please stay tuned for the next video.